Do you have a color comfort zone? What are your favorite colors to use when you're making a quilt? The color wheel is a tool that artists use to choose colors and combinations to use within their art. It's scientifically grounded in how we see and perceive color. So what's up with that color wheel? Well, there are primary, secondary, tertiary, complementary, split complementary, analogous. It's enough to make a quilter's head spin. So we dive back into that color comfort zone because we know what works, right? As a quilt artist, though, we have to be more adventurous. Take risks. Use color to our advantage. So let's talk about the color relationships in the color wheel.
The primary colors are red, yellow, blue. The secondary colors are orange, green, purple. Orange is created by combining red and yellow, green by combining yellow and blue, and purple by combining red and blue. Tertiary colors are created by combining one primary color with one secondary color. Combine red and orange to get red-orange, and so on. But colors go beyond primary, secondary, and tertiary. Complementary colors are colors that work well together. But it's not just because we have a good eye for color. Complementary colors are two colors that live on opposite sides of the color wheel. So, red and green are complementary. So are orange, blue, and yellow, purple. A set of split complementary colors are three colors that work together because of their relationship on the color wheel. An example of a split complementary would be orange, blue-green, and blue-purple. A quilter's favorite are analogous colors. Analogous colors are a series of colors that touch each other on the color wheel. A series of red, red-orange, orange, yellow-orange fabrics would be analogous, and that color combination can be really striking in quilts. To add visual interest and create color movement, use triadic colors, which are three colors that form a triangle around the color wheel. 4 evenly spaced colors can be used from the color wheel to further develop color choices. Once quilters begin to expand beyond the 2 or 3 color choices, there are additional design elements that begin to create focal colors and enhancing colors. For example, green and blue could be the fabric colors used in most of the quilt design, with red and orange being used as highlights. To make this process easier, we can create a color swatch that we could take with us to the store. There are a few digital tools that I'm going to show you that will help you identify color swatches, and that will guide you into what fabric colors to choose when you do go shopping. The color code tool at colorcode.de lets you choose colors by just mousing around. And what you can do is pick a couple of colors that you like, keep adding colors, and developing your own color palette based on what you have in mind. So we've got a blue, a light blue, and now a kind of orangish yellow color. You can also choose monochromatic and use the monochromatic tool to really get a nice idea of what the monochrome would be. The ColorMind color wheel tool at colormind.io can actually give you some random colors that follow the relationships on the color wheel. Now, if you don't like a specific color in the color swatch that's been created, you can change it, or you can generate a new one. So it has a little bit of customization so that you can choose the exact colors that you have in mind. Peloton at peloton.com. And what you'll see is a color wheel. You can choose monochromatic and then change the color with the sliders on the left-hand color wheel and see the resulting palette on the right. 3 colors, or complementary adjacent colors, can show you up to 3 different colors. Triad will move the 3 colors around on the color wheel. and you can choose or rotate around the color wheel and adjust the saturation, the hue, the shade, the tint, and the tone. There is a way to share your palette, so once you choose the colors that you want, the tetrad, the 4 colors, one of my favorites because you get to use so many different kinds of colors. Isn't that a fun palette? Adobe has a color wheel at color.adobe.com. And what you can do is change the color harmony. See, this is set to analogous. So these are all analogous colors. And then move around the color wheel to start finding the set of analogous colors that you would like to use as your inspiration for your art quilt. It's really fun to play with. You can also choose monochromatic, and that will give you all of the different shades and tints and tones of a single color. And as you drag around the color wheel, you'll see your palette develop. You can also do triad, and as you rotate and choose the colors that you would like to use, you get a triadic color swatch. Oh, I like that purple. So fun to play with this. You can really play with it and choose exactly what colors you want to use, and then you can use that color swatch when you go to the store. Complementary. So this is a split regular complementary where you have the 2 opposite colors on the color wheel, so purple and green. But it gives you different shades, tints, and tones of purple and green. So that's really fun. And you can also do shades. So you can pick a single color, and then that will give you all of the shades, tints, and tones of that single one color.
Thanks for watching and happy quilting from Soliloquies.